TCS system design. TCS systems can be designed by measuring zone length, barrel diameter, and voltage level provided to the heaters. There are several design considerations when engineering a system. Most are associated with TCS length. TCS is available in lengths from 150 to 400 millimeters. The primary consideration when defining TCS lengths is that the parts fit into the zone as desired. This may seem fairly obvious, but much of the design process is really about physically fitting TCS to your machine, and you don't want parts that are oversized because they cannot be cut down on site. However, you also don't want parts to be undersized because you want to provide the maximum barrel coverage possible. This is for heat containment or to properly insulate the barrel. Next, effort should be made to generally center thermocouples on the TCS sections, since the thermocouple is the controlling entity for the heater. It is also best to minimize the quantity of TCS sections. In this example, 3 zones were covered by 3 TCS sections. However, the designer could have chosen to specify 6 TCS sections, but that isn't the best approach, because using fewer TCS sections both improves system consistency and reduces cost. It is also best to minimize the quantity of different sizes used on any given system. In this example, all 3 zones are identical in length. However, in many cases it would be just as easy to use several different lengths. But again, that would not be the best approach, because using identical parts simplifies the system and reduces the need for spares. A key design consideration is associated with interference or any hardware or structures that limit access to the barrel for installation of TCS. Examples are barrel supports or rigging bosses. The interference must only be considered if it divides a zone. This example shows 2 zones, with zone 1 divided by a barrel support. And as such, the design will require 2 TCS sections for zone 1, labeled here zone 1A and 1B. Clearance must also be considered when designing a TCS section. TCS is thicker than traditional band heaters, requiring 83 millimeters of clearance around the entire circumference. If the system doesn't allow for 83 millimeters of clearance, special shapes are available, including beveled and reduced diameter parts. Please contact your TCS representative if you have a need for special parts. TCS inside diameter is based on barrel outside diameter, with an available range of 75 to 380 millimeters. TCS is provided in both standard, incremental inside diameters and as engineered systems, with the inside diameter of TCS precisely machined to fit the barrel. Note that if provided in incremental diameters, there will be a gap between TCS inside diameter and the barrel outside diameter. In these cases, a gasket material will be required to fit TCS to the barrel. TCS voltage. TCS is designed to customer requirements based on the voltage of the incumbent heater design. However, TCS halves can be wired in series or in parallel, and it is important to understand this when installing TCS. When designing a TCS system, in some cases, hybrid systems should be considered. These are systems which employ both TCS and traditional band heaters. Systems of this nature can be beneficial because the zones closest to the nozzle oftentimes have a low duty cycle, resulting in lower energy consumption, and because most interference is typically near the nozzle, which can create challenges during installation. So fitting only the first 2 or 3 zones can be beneficial, providing a lower system cost, as well as a faster return on investment.